Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to my children, our children. Today is January 12th, and it's a Monday. I'm Dhamma Bum, and I'll be your guide today for this guided meditation. A few housekeeping items. Please read the description box. It has some information about today's meditation and the description boxes of previous episodes as well. Closed caption version, which will come with a transcript, will be available probably tomorrow. The reason that we do guided meditations is in the hope that participants will find something that motivates them to develop a practice on their own. We're not trying to chase you away, but meditation improves greatly if we practice it every day. And so I'd start with 10 minutes and then flex it up. Our Monday meditation is preparation for the coming week. And today we are going to look at remaining unperturbed by using the 4 Ps. And with that, on my mark. Find yourself in a quiet spot, spine straight, shoulders back. Lower your chin towards your chest. Let your hands rest easily in your lap or on your thighs. Close your eyes and your mouth gently and imagine a ball of white light, an inch or two, 3 to 5 centimeters beneath your nostrils. Inhale through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. Just take smooth, natural breaths. Don't worry about how fast or slow, how deep or shallow your breathing is. Just smooth, natural breaths for you as you breathe in through your nose. Watch it go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way. When outside thoughts intrude, gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as I breathe in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. Now, as usual, our meditation consists of 2 parts: samatha, which is serenity, that's getting in the groove, calming down. That's what we're doing right now. And about halfway through, we switch to panya, or wisdom. Some people say vipassana, to allow insight to arise. Also, as usual, on Monday, we start with the Dhammapada, verses 1 and 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a corrupt heart, and sorrow will follow one as surely as the cart follows the ox that pulls it. 2. Mind is the forerunner of all things. Think and act with a pure heart, and happiness will follow as surely as one's never departing shadow. So we are told that it is our mind that creates our moods, our delusions and obsessions. And we meditate in order to calm our mind and tame our heart. We don't meditate to get something. We meditate to let things go. If we let go a little, we get a little serenity. If we let go a lot, we get a lot of serenity. And if we let go completely, that is, if we accept life just the way it is, then we will find complete serenity. Today, we're looking at how to be unperturbed, and we're using the 4 Ps, which are patient, persistent, practice of the principles. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's not 5 Ps. It's 4 Ps. Doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be consistent and sincere. We need to talk a little bit about the human condition. Our life, the human life, consists of 5 khandhas, or clinging aggregates. And the 5 are our body, feelings, memories and perceptions, thoughts, and consciousness. And they are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. We are taught that they are like a lump of molten lead, too hot to touch. We cannot touch them on the top. We cannot touch them on the side or bottom. There's no place that we can touch the khandhas without getting burned very badly. So we look at them, we see them for what they are, and we let them go. Please join me in a thought experiment. And in your mind's eye, raise up above your head and look down upon your skull. And on the right, you will see your monkey mind. And you can see that the moods are shifting, sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes depressed, sometimes anxious. And on the left are our thoughts, and our thoughts are like self-licking ice cream cones. They are just very busy giving themselves something to do, making themselves important, and mostly what they do is suck up to our monkey mind. So if our mind feels a little bit down, our thoughts drive us towards depression. If our mind feels happy, our thoughts push us towards being giddy and manic. But they are also impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Look at them, see them for what they are, and let them go. As meditators, we have 3 duties. First, we must be mindful. And in this group, we follow the white light as it goes in through our nose, down past our heart to our stomach, and back out the same way. We also follow the Dhamma talk, not to become attached to it, but to let it wash over us and sink in. We can always go back and check the transcript tomorrow. Nothing will be lost. So just relax and let it wash over you. Our second duty is collectedness or concentration. When outside thoughts intrude, as they will, we gently brush them aside, thinking, no, that's not my business. I'm focused on my breath as it goes in through my nose, down past my heart to my stomach, and back out the same way. And our last duty is contentment. We want to be unperturbed now. And that only happens in the now. We cannot change what we had for breakfast this morning. We don't know what's going to happen 10 seconds from now. The only time we have is right now. If we're unperturbed now, we're unperturbed. If we're angry now, we're angry. So we seek to be at one, at peace now, unperturbed. And if you can do this for a few seconds now during today's meditation, as you breathe in through your nose and back out the same way, if you can feel that calmness, then for a few seconds, then you can put it together for a few minutes. And you stitch together these little packets of peace, and as if by magic, you look up and you go, wow, it's been 3 hours. I haven't had an angry, resentful, fearful thought for 3 hours. How did that happen? How indeed. That's why we meditate, is to discover how we center, how we become one, how we maintain our equanimity with the world. Now, as we go through this week, we're going to meet situations that are suboptimal, let's say. So here are 4 tips for remaining unperturbed. 1, let's be impeccable in our speech. Let's say what we mean what we say, but don't say it mean. 2, don't assume. I don't know about you, but I'm a rotten mind reader. When I assume, I make an ass of you and me because I jump to conclusions about what you think instead of remaining non-judgmental. 3rd, Q-tip, quit taking it personally. I promise you, the universe has much more on its plate today than messing up your week or my week or anybody else's week. And 4th, let's do our best. When we meet situations that don't go the way we want, before we respond, let's consider, is my response going to be like a hat, a haircut, or a face tattoo? If it's a hat, and I get home and I look in the mirror and I don't like the hat, no problem. I can throw the hat away. If it's a haircut and I come home and I look in the mirror and I go, wow, what a dumb haircut that is, maybe I run out and get that hat and wear the hat for a couple of weeks until my hair grows back out. But if I get a tattoo of a dragon on my forehead, this is going to be a little more complicated. So let's think before we react. Now, anger is what fear looks like when it's trying to hide. So let's keep an eye on our fear this week as we endeavor to remain unperturbed. What do we know about fear? Fear can be characterized as false evidence appearing real. We don't know our own mind. We have difficulty telling true from false. Our mind will conjure up things that are not real. This is the same as the book, movie, comments of others, social media. Our imagination produces the same reactions as real events, but movie, gambling, porn, and social media are not our friends. It causes our body to release hormones, cortisol, dopamine, and so on, that make us think what is happening is real, but it's not. It's just in our imagination. And none of those people give a rip about the divine spark in anyone. They are all impermanent, unsatisfactory, and not the self. Let them go. And this is where patient, persistent practice of the principles can help us. We sit in meditation every day. Doesn't have to be long, has to be consistent. Second form of fear, forget everything and run. FEAR, fight or flight. Rage is a good indication that we're scared. When we or someone that we're talking to is in the grip of inchoate rage, let's see if we can discern what the fear is. Sometimes I'm acting very angry because I don't want to look ridiculous, even though my anger makes me look just like that. That's true of us. Maybe it's true of other people. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. So when we're confronted with rage, anger, whether it's our own anger or someone else's, let's stop and think, this is the mind releasing the kraken, and let it go. Remain unperturbed. Another version that we like of FEAR is face everything and recover. When we get thrown, it doesn't matter whether we used too much spur, or the horse just doesn't like us, or there was a great big rattlesnake in the grass. When we fall, whether it's due to our own mistakes or by circumstances beyond our control, we have a choice. We can run away, or we can face facts. Facing facts may be difficult. It might be a tall order, but when life throws us, we need to dust ourselves off and get back on the horse. Just our opinion. This is the way life is. We are going to fall again, no doubt. But getting back up is always a choice. Now, sometimes we can't get rid of the fear. It grips us relentlessly. We're terrified. Okay. In that case, we'll just have to do things scared. Courage does not mean lack of fear. It means saddling up anyway. I can't do anything about this. Okay. Well, march to the sound of the guns. There is no alternative. We have to deal with this life, not an imaginary life, the life that is in front of us. Here's another one we learned. You know who you are. FEAR, forgetting everything is all right. Now, this is really good. You know, as they say, it's all going to be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. So take a breath, watch the light go down past your heart to your stomach and back out the same way, and be at peace. Be unperturbed. Be here now. If we remain in the moment, we're going to be okay. It's only when we're reacting to fear about what's happening in the future, or what other people will think about us, or what the guy across the street's going to say, or what our partner's going to do. That fear is what drives our anger and sets us up to be in conflict with other people. Let it go. The Dhammapada, verse 210, is perfect. It teaches us, it says, don't get entangled with what you long for, or dislike. Not seeing what you long for is suffering. So also is seeing what you dislike. So we don't have expectations, is the lesson of that. If I really want to see duck-billed schmoes and I show up and there are no duck-billed schmoes, I'm going to suffer. If I really don't want to see needle-nosed schmoes and I show up and there's a lot of needle-nosed schmoes, I'm going to suffer. My addictions, my preferences, my expectations, and my avoidance are both addictive, and they both cause me to suffer. So this week, let's remember that to end suffering, we must stop craving, clinging, and clamoring for things. Let's accept life on life's terms. So as we go through this week, if you feel restless, irritable, or discontent, take a breath, excuse yourself, go into the next room, sit down, close the door, put your earphones in, imagine a ball of white light an inch or two below your nostrils. Breathe in through your nose, watch it go down past your heart to your stomach, and back out the same way. Namaste. Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning, Glenn, Brian, Mitsuko, UE. I'm not sure who UE is, but howdy. Shoot me a note and I'll make it a little more personal than UE. Our next meditation will be Friday, January 16th at 3:45 p.m. Japan time. Would love to see you there. Michael, thank you. Good to see you too. If you're here, you've figured out how to get here, and so you don't need this. But if you're listening to this recording after the live stream, if you go to the website and find today's daily Dhamma, January 12th, in the description box is a 3-point process for joining a live stream, and we'd like you to do that. Thank you, Brian. And thank you all for coming, and we'll see you again real soon. Namaste.